pada pembentang kita pada kali ini yang sudi untuk membentang di seminar Mingguan Inspem walaupun beliau sangat sibuk dengan tugasan beliau. Dan sebelum kita teruskan dengan seminar, eloklah saya memperkenalkan sedikit latar belakang mengenai pembentang kita. Profesor Madya Teknologis Dr. Lee Kim Yi merupakan timbalan dekan di Lee Kong Chian Faculty of Engineering and Science, Universiti Tunku Abdul Rahman. Beliau memperoleh ijazah pertama hingga PhD dari Universiti Putra Malaysia, sangat setia dengan UPM. Dan beliau memperoleh degree dan PhD dari Jabatan Fizik UPM. PhD beliau dalam bidang microwave di bawah soleaan Profesor Madia Dr. Zulkifli Abbas. Beliau sangat aktif dalam menyertai pameran dan pertandingan inovasi, bergerak bersama Inspem untuk menyertai beberapa pertandingan di peringkat kebangsaan dan antarabangsa. Beliau juga aktif dalam penulisan dan juga dipilih sebagai reviewer untuk beberapa jurnal. Mungkin sedikit yang saya highlightkan dengan beliau. Dan tanpa melengah masa, saya jemput Profesor Madya Teknologi Dr. Lee Kim Yi untuk membentangkan tugas kerja beliau. Dengan hormat yang tersilakan.
Okay, sorry ya. Terima kasih Dr. Muhammad Raizat for the introduction. Yeah, is it okay for me to present it in the English?
Yeah.
Yeah, so fine lah. Tak apa kan. So saya campur-campur lah. Okay. So good afternoon to all. Okay, it's my honor lah to present for the today topic. Okay, it's more to the sharing lah about the current market and also technology trends. Okay, particular in the STEM and also normally when we say STEM, it should be refer to the STEM education which is refer to the science, technology, engineering, and also mathematics. Okay, so of course I know that today I think most of the audience mostly will be focused on maybe is the mathematics because it's in Inspem. Of course, also including the science, technology, and also engineering. Okay. So before I start, okay, maybe let me self-introduce myself. Okay, I'm Dr. Lee Kim Yi, currently holding the positions of Deputy Dean. Okay, I'm in charge of the profile will be student development and industry training. So that's why I deal quite a lot with the company and also with the student. Okay, this is my contact number, my email, and also my phone number. My research area will be on the dielectric measurement, microwave instrumentation, microwave sensor, and also FID. Again, and this is my campus in Sungai Long. It's quite nearby to the UPM. Currently, I still staying around the UPM area at the Bukit Sedang Day. Okay, and for Utah, the main campus will be on the Kampar campus. This is our branch. Okay, KL branch in Sungai Long campus. Okay, this is some of the photo I took. I think maybe it's around 20 years ago. Okay, from the Inspem the Inspem old building. Okay, and also I attended some of the talk. Okay, like today. Okay, but it's in physical form and also the workshop and my supervisor and also the Inspem current director. Okay, professor. I think Rohaiza also here. Okay, Dr. Rohaiza also here, and this is some of the exhibition. Okay, I'm attended, and you also able to see some of the Inspem staff. Okay, Puan Zurita. Okay, so not easy to find all these photo 20 years ago, but for all the postgraduate student, maybe when you're studying your postgraduate, that will be the sweet memory okay, always enjoy. Okay, whatever you have, okay, during the postgraduate study. After you graduated, you will be a quite busy life, okay. So that's why not easy to find all these photo. Okay. So I will start with the today abstract. Okay. Of course, you can see that today I'm going to talk about the current market and also technology trends in STEM. Okay. Of course, you don't need to go through all these long essay, but here you can look at all these highlighted words, like for example, STEM. Okay, you can see that this is some of the keywords like high demand for skilled STEM professionals, digital transformations, IoT, new job opportunity, AI, 5G, okay, AR and also VR, okay, develop skill, creative, innovative, and adaptability, future career, okay, rapid growing, preparation, rapid changing world, addressing important global challenges, and also like remain competitive and innovative. That were some of the keywords, okay, in the current market trend, and particular in the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And one keyword you need to know is about the rapid growing and rapidly changing. So whatever you see nowadays, okay, maybe after a few years or maybe after a few months, it will oscillate. Like for example, 5G, maybe this, some will say that this is the future technology or current technology. But if very soon, okay, it might be a 6G and so on. Okay, like AR, VR, all those now they are evolving to like extended R and so on. All this will be changing very fast. This is what I'm trying to like cover for today. Okay, all this I will try to like share with you all. Okay, whatever I know, and also at the end I will give maybe some sharing now advice. Okay, on how we can overcome this challenging. Okay, of course, before we started, okay, you can see that now we have talked about all this. When it started is about maybe start from fourth industry revolution. Okay, when I think maybe 10 years ago, or of course this year, I think the when it started is quite debatable. Okay, some will say that early of 2010, some will say that maybe slightly early, but all this happened when we start to hear about, okay, for our generation now, we start to hear about industry revolution 4.0 or fourth IR, um, fourth industry revolution. Then we know that, okay, technology, there will be another revolution which will be coming. But we are in that, okay, we are in that moment. So that's why we are slowly experience, okay, all these fourth industry revolution coming and what is happening in us lah. Okay, and you can see that of course we start with knowing what is revolution. Okay, the revolution normally defined as a sudden or complete marked change in something lah. In industry, maybe is the invention of the our automobile, okay, from the Henry Ford. That changed the whole industry of the transportation. And in politics, okay, maybe it's the French Revolution that changed the whole structure of the politics and so on. Okay, all this is about the revolution. And when we talk about fourth industry revolution, also we will expect there will be a sudden or complete or marked changing in something. Okay, and here a remark here is like saying that the revolution will be marked by a series of events, sometimes instability and also violence. Okay, and we do expect in the fourth industry revolution, so you will also experience, we are now in the middle, we also will experience a series of events or also instability and also might be the violence which will be happening from time to time. Okay, so that's why later on I will introduce about what we are experiencing now. Okay, and if you look at the history about the revolution in human civilization and also modernization, so you can see that started from maybe 70 before century, 70,000 before century. Okay, human learn that how the cognitive revolution about the importance of the knowledge. Okay, so from there they evolve, okay, into the 30 before century about the agricultural revolution. Now they start to know how to do the farming and so on, and then it start the industry revolution. The first industry revolution with the steam engine, and then second industry revolution with the electrical, okay, and then third industry revolution with the computer, semiconductor, and so on. And now is the fourth industry revolution. Of course, all these revolution, what we are experiencing currently, all are based on the past revolution, okay, from the very beginning until now. Okay, so that is about a little bit the history. Okay, and you can see that when we observe this history, one phenomena we can observe is like it will happen the period from one revolution to another revolution. It will be slow. Okay, you can see that a long time ago it will take maybe 40,000 years, okay, and then 30,000 years, and then become 300 years, and maybe the current one from third move to fourth maybe is about 100 or 50 years. And we do expect that in the future, okay, this trend will become fast and intense. Okay, it will be intense. Of course, when we look at this fourth industry revolution, we have found that the behind the technology behind is normally powered by this science and technology, the advancement, the revolution of all this. It will power and then it will speed up this process. So that's why a lot of when we attending the talk, right, when the speaker is maybe a senior or old person, normally the first beginning they will say, okay, luckily I'm not born in this generation. It will be expecting will be a very challenging generation. Okay, yeah. So that is normally because maybe in the 20 years ago, okay, when we are study the postgraduate, that is still considered the third industry revolution. During that time, the process is still quite slow, not as fast and intense as current. Okay, okay. So if you look at all these like and so on, the first is the mechanization, water power, steam power. Okay, that formed the first industry revolution, coming by the mass production, assembly line, electricity. Okay, especially electricity, that formed the second industry revolution, and then computer, automation, and so on. That will be the third industry revolution. And come to the fourth is more on the cyber physical system. Okay, what we are experiencing now. So I think Malaysia is still maybe about 3.5. We are moving toward to 4.0. Okay, but I think that process will come very, very fast. Okay, that is what we able to predict. Okay, and for industry revolution, you can see that the disruptive science and technology development. So because of all this advancement in the science, technology, engineering, or even the from the mathematics, so that's why we expect that there will be like a changing in all aspect of life. Like for example, enormous social economic impact. Okay, like the productivity will be increased. Okay, the average income will be increased. Okay, population also increase. The occupational type and work environment also will be changed. Okay, family and also social structure also will be totally different. Political structure and also the education, okay, also will be different. Okay, that is what we expect from all aspect of life. It will be slowly changing now. But of course, today I'm not going to talk about all this. I maybe focus more on maybe the occupational, work environment, social, and also the education. Okay. Okay, so you can see that industry revolution, it will change from all the aspect, okay, from society, family, culture, career, global life, and so on. This is some of the possible changes lah. Okay, definitely it will give a big impact to all of us. Okay, and here they also saying that the pervasive technology are those that are integrated into many aspects of everyday life and are difficult for us to avoid or ignore. Like for example, this fourth industry revolution, we are living in the world, so that's why no matter what, we unable to avoid. When it come, it come. No matter how you stop it, okay, it will still will come. It will also will affect your life. Okay, that's why better for us to understanding, okay, what is currently happen and how we going to embrace with all this new technology. Okay, and you can see that, for example, the social media. Okay, this is some of the forecast lah. Okay, they forecast what is the number. Okay, and currently I think is about 4.59 billion. Okay, of the active user. Okay, is about 55% of the world population active in all these social media. Okay, and is expected the number will be increases. Of course, this social media will change how we live, okay, and so on, and of course also create a lot of like social issue and so on. At the same time, there is a pro and con now. Okay, of course, more will be on the pro side. Okay, the connectivity, the access of information. Okay, this and that. But at the same time, we also need to know about the negative side and how we're going to prevent all this all this to happen. Okay, and the other thing is about the maybe the ICT, IoT, big data. Okay, this is particular, I think, related to the mathematics, our artificial intelligence, AI, deep learning, and so on. Okay, and the recently famous one is about the ChatGPT lah. Of course, you can see that there's a competition between this ChatGPT and also Bug AI from the Google. And the recent one is the GPT-4. Okay, and of course, this one create a lot of concern. Like for example, you can see that some of the biggest name in technology call for artificial intelligence lab to stop the training of most powerful AI system for at least 6 months, citing that profound risk to society and humanity lah. Okay, this one is the current, I think, happened maybe 1 week ago, because the trend is coming really fast, especially on the ChatGPT lah. No matter what, I think now the ChatGPT is become a very hot topic. There's a lot of talk, okay, outside, okay, talking about this ChatGPT. But one thing about the ChatGPT is it will be very evolve very fast. Even for the speaker from the ChatGPT, they're also saying that some of the limitation they talked 1 month ago is no more limitation for today. Okay, it will be evolved very, very fast, and it will become stronger and stronger lah. Okay, so that also pose issue of about the singularity lah. In mathematics, we know about what is the singularity. When you want over with zero, it lead to the infinity and so on. That we call it singularity. But in technology, okay, we also have a term saying that technological singularity or singularity, AI singularity lah. That hypothetical future point that when this AI become capable of recursive self-improvement, so they know how to like train themselves. They can be like, they don't need the human anymore. That we call it the technological singularity, or call it AI singular lah. Okay, so that will become one of the point when you see from the science fiction movie, the machine will be have their own govern maybe their own govern, and then they will like against the human and so on. Okay, so I also took, I think this one is about 1 week ago from the Star, okay, newspaper, the comment of keyword saying that, okay, what you imagine in future. So the robot will help us, okay, to clean the environment. But when the machine become like what we said just now, okay, technological singularity. So it will react in a different way, okay? So that is one thing the human worry about, okay? Of course, this concept will be like introduced by a mathematician and also computer scientist, Renaud Winch in 1993. He already foresee this is what happened, and what worry us is about the prediction, where he predicted that the singularity would occur sometime in the first few decades of the first 21st century. Okay, is what happening now. But I think this one is currently, I think we still don't need to worry. Okay, the AI is not come to that level yet. Okay, so still I think humans still have some time lah. But this is what we need to care about. Okay, one day, if this AI is out of our control, okay, what the human need to be done. Okay. And talking about the ChatGPT, this is one of the topic there. So that's why I including few slides, okay, for about this ChatGPT, or more specifically, we won't call it ChatGPT lah. It's more to the generative AI tools, okay, the tools that utilize AI algorithm that can be used to create new content, okay. Of course, nowadays the ChatGPT, all those are like focused more on the text generation, but also we also need to know that beside this text generation, okay, they also have like image generation, 3D point cloud generation, and so on. Okay, like Wall-E, Midjourney, Adobe Firefly, okay, Point-E, and so on. Okay, I think all these like image generation, they are more I think early lah than this ChatGPT. But because the ChatGPT is very hot, so that's why all people know about this generative AI tools lah. But this is not something new. It's already happened for quite a long time. Only recently, I think, since they launched late of the last year, it become very popular nowadays. And here you can see that the ChatGPT, they putting the limitation. Some of the limitation they put here is no more limitation now for today lah. Like for example, maybe 1 or 2 months ago, so they have limitation of the knowledge world event. They only up to 2021 information or data. After that, they including the web search and so on. And now I think if you use the latest ChatGPT or maybe GPT 4 or 3.5 or 4, so this is no more the limitation. So meaning that it is changing very, very fast. Okay, whatever the limitation today, it might be not limitation anymore for tomorrow. Okay, that is what we need to know lah. Okay, I think beside the ChatGPT, there's like from the Google they have Bard, and then from the Microsoft they also have Bing AI lah. This is another alternative. Okay, so that's why it's important for us to understand the capability of the tools, to understand what is the limitation now. Of course, this capability and also limitation, it will be growing very, very fast and changing very fast. Okay, that's why for us it's important to keep up to that. Okay, and you can see that even for the MQA also, I think last month they also launched a advisory note to all the IPTA and also IPTS, saying that okay, particularly on this generative artificial intelligence, how we going to handle with the pop-up, okay, of this popular ChatGPT, because it definitely will impact greatly, especially on the tertiary education, or in all these universities. Okay, of course. So in the article, I think they introduce about what is the generative artificial intelligence, and then the advice is like we should embrace with all this technology, and then give a clear guideline to our staff and also students, and then teach them how to use it, okay, responsibility and also wisely, instead of ban it lah. because you can see that some of the overseas university, they feel start to ban this ChatGPT and so on. But I think in Malaysia, from MQA side, we will still like use it, but in a responsibility way. Okay, so if you want to know more about what this one, maybe you can go to the MQA website to have a look about all this. But for us, about this ChatGPT, we also need to about one phenomena called AI hallucination. Okay, which the generative model is not reliable. Okay, that it can suffer from the hallucination. Okay, and because all these generative AI, it won't be able to like it will only like has a limited content window and does not learn from experience. So meaning that whatever the output actually is depends on a very big data pool. Okay, and normally it unable to create a new knowledge. It only can like combine and so on how the information from the data pool. So that is what this so-called AI hallucinations about. And sometimes there's a lot of fake data or information in our website, okay, or in the data pool. So it's very hard for us to like differentiate it. So that's why at the end still need a human touch, or human need to be the verified whatever information generated by all these smart tool is relevant or is true or not. Okay, so you can see that they also put this ChatGPT, okay, in test. So if from here you can see that they have different version like the first version 3.0, 3.5, and GPT-4 and so on. The accuracy will be increased, and also it will depending on what test you are putting it on. Okay, so that's why different science, technology, and maths, they have a different capability. Okay, like for example, you can see that from here, like for the learning, okay, they have a different range from the ChatGPT version 2, version 3, and version 4. Of course, the higher version, the paid version one, you will get a higher accuracy. And you can see that for the learning, technology, writing, all they have different accuracy. In mathematics, surprisingly, is still quite low. Okay, science slightly higher. Okay, code, business, okay, also slightly low. History, and normally history, biology, they have a higher accuracy lah. Okay, and for all this, normally we will look at the accuracy, but you need to think from the other side, the inaccuracy. So meaning that 80% accurate, meaning that there will be 20% inaccurate. So normally when ChatGPT generate a report for you, or they answer you, you will trust 100%. But bear in mind that you still need to consider that 20%, meaning that within 100% of the information, there will be 20% is inaccurate information. So that's why no matter what, okay, the generated output, you cannot use it directly, or you cannot use it like trust it 100%. That is what I mentioned previously about the AI hallucination, because there will be a 20% of inaccuracy. But the thing about this ChatGPT is like it will answer you in a very confident way, and people will trust it 100%. Okay, but in fact, from here you can see that there will be about 20% of inaccuracy. But if you go for the lower version, it might be accurate up to 50%. So meaning that it will answer you in a very confident, okay, way, but at the same time, we can say that 50% of the information is very accurate, and 50% of the information is in doubt. So that's why they will still advise you need to like verify there's a human touch required lah, okay, from the output from all these ChatGPT or the generative AI tools. Okay, this is some of the industry revolution. Okay, you also experience like the e-wallet nowadays. I think this is quite common lah, especially after the pandemic. Okay, also the e-hailing. Okay, the Grab and so on. Okay, and also the e-commerce. I think nowadays we are using all these e-commerce online platform for our purchasing. Okay, and in future maybe okay the smart home, automation and so on. Of course, I think now is the semi lah. A lot of home is now semi smart or partially smart lah. But in future it might be like fully smart. Okay, and also the autonomous vehicle. I think in Malaysia is still not allowed for the full autonomous vehicle like Tesla, but semi I think now is study. You can see that the new car they have a more feature that is moving toward to it lah. Okay, and also in future the impact might be the human machine partnership. So the ChatGPT might be the partial of it lah, meaning that now we have a good tools or a personal assistant to help us to do all the like formatting, all the grammar checking, this and that. Okay, it will become more and more lah. This kind of technology will be coming. Okay, and also the precision medicine and so on. Okay, this is some of the impact of the fourth industrial revolution. Of course, it's happening, but we are going to experience very, very soon. Okay, of course, when we talk about the impact, so you can see that this technology, on the society, they will be from the pro and they will be con side lah. Okay, like for example, for the positive side, so it will improve the communication, especially on the social media, 5G and so on. That will be greatly help on the improving of the communication, enhance the healthcare, and increase the productivity with all the automation, control, and so on. Definitely, it will increase the productivity. Okay, and also access to the information. Okay, now there will be more and more database and information able to be accessed easily lah. Maybe just through your handphone and so on, then you can get all this information, which is previously you need to go to the physical library and then take a very long time. Now it's like anywhere, anytime you're able to get all this important information. And also environmental benefit, like for example, we have new technology, we are able to have a better environmental, and then also they have a new technology to more effectively using our resources. That also will be provide better environmental benefit and also economic growth. Of course, with all this, of course, our world, we expect it will be getting better and better. But from the negative side also, we need to know about, so it's like, for example, the social isolation. Now people will look at the phone, even like face to face also sit together, but we are prefer to looking at our phone rather than talk to each other. Even during the family gathering also, some they will look at their phone, maybe take a photo, upload to the social media and so on. That is some of the phenomena currently. If you look at this photo, you see that the impact of the technology, the revolution, then we become the computer, and then maybe now is the handphone, because of the addiction. Of course, there will be like cyberbullying, which is happening now, is quite common, and it will become more and more serious. And privacy concern, so you can see that now in globally they are ban each other. They use this privacy concern as one of the good excuse. Job losses. We are going to talk more about the job. The current trend, the job and so on. And also environmental impact. Because when we have all this technology, one of the thing we need to use is the electricity. All is powered by the electricity. But currently, we still have all this electricity is generated through a very green method. They still like burn the petrol, burn the charcoal to get the electricity. So that's why it will also create some of the environmental impact lah. Okay, the demand for the electricity will be getting higher and higher, and how we going to like overcome this issue? Okay. So that's why it said that it's essential for us to be aware and to create a more balanced and sustainable future lah. We need to know what is the impact, okay, and try to minimize all these negative issue lah. Okay, so just now I talk about the job. So when we look at the evolution of the job over the time, of course, this is from the US. Malaysia might be also have this statistic, but it's not that easy for us to get. Okay, so you can see that here is like telling you from, okay, previously during the first revolution, they will be more on the farming. Okay, and the blue collar, okay, is quite consistent, and then the service is increasing. And here the white collar also increasing. So we expect there will be more high demand for the skilled professional. Okay, so if you look at this trend, you will find that it will be more higher and higher demand for the white collar or the skilled professional. But you can see that it seems that scary to think about the rise of machine and faster pace of technology advancement. It's important to recognize this type of sweeping change to the job market, but it happened throughout the history. So I think this is something we need to accept lah. We need to know because the technology give, also the technology take. Okay, this is what happening now, and in future, in the market, definitely they will expect more skilled professional lah. Okay, rather than because some of these they might be overtaken by the machine. Like for example, the farming lah now is replaced by the machine. Okay, no more using the human that huge amount. Okay, and if you look at one of the trend is like the mass layoff in last year and this year. Okay, I just take from the first Q of this year. Okay, from the January to March. So from here, you're able to see a list of quite famous company like Meta, the Facebook and so on. Okay, Twitter, and then this Disney, Zoom, Dell, PayPal, IBM, okay, 3M, Spotify, Google, Microsoft, Amazon, okay, DirecTV, and so on. All this is a very famous brand. They lay off about, I think you can see that for the Facebook or Meta, 30%, 10%, 70%, and so on. In average, will be about 5 to 10% of their employee. They just lay off like this because some of the work now can be replaced by the AI. Okay, that is what happening in last year after the pandemic last year and this year. This is the current trend. Okay, so that's why the previous we say that they expect more skilled professional. So for those able to be replaced by AI, okay, or the machine, so to cut costs, they no more require that much of the employee. Okay, so that's why this is what happening lah. Okay, and you can see that here is one chart showing you that what profession will be easily replaced by the machine or AI. So you can see that, like for example, those require a lot of information like legal, okay, office administrative support. This will be the higher chances will be replaced by the machine and also AI. And then this follow by architecture and engineering. Okay, engineering for here. Okay, and then like life, physical, and also social science. Okay, 35 and so on. In average, you will say that it's about 25%. Okay, quarter. Okay, quarter of the current job will be easily replaced by the machine or AI. Okay, for those require human touch, okay, or the man force, they want still, I think, is considered safe lah. Okay, at this moment. Okay, that is what the current trend. Okay, of course, here also from the job street saying that, okay, the job maybe in next 2 years, okay, what we expect and what you should do lah to survive. Okay, so you can see that they're saying that what occupation is going fast, okay, in these few years. So like for example, the software developer, computer system analysis, marketing researcher. So you can see that it's quite contradicting. Here they're saying that there is a high demand, fast-growing occupation about the software developer. Okay, but in the previous there is a mass layoff about all these computer or science tech company. So that's why at the end is depending on the skill sets you have lah. So meaning that they are going to hire those like really capable, okay, which able to like really work out something rather than just a routine job, okay, just to maintain something. That is what is happening now. And also some of the high demand is the medical technician, physical therapist, okay, workplace economic expert, okay, sales marketing specialist, okay, because that requires some human touch. They want also going fast, okay, education and also training job, okay, accountants, auditor, okay. So this is what they expect from the job seek, because they conduct the survey from the industry, okay, from different industry, what is the potential they are going to hire new staff in near future, okay. So you can see that this is the response like retail, accommodation, food service, they have a high demand. They also require a new staff, and also like healthcare and also the social assistant. They want also they require a high demand. Okay, they are going to hire new staff in near future. Okay, and so on. For the art, entertainment, and also recreation, it will be quite low. Okay, because all this I think at the moment is not that demanding. Okay, so of course it's important for us to know the trend and then how we position ourselves, okay, for a better career okay, development. Okay, so you can see that there's a change of the nature in the STEM career, okay, and that's why in the education, especially in the STEM education, we also need to change, okay, the way how we like teaching and how we deliver the knowledge to the student, and also of course implication of emerging technology in the STEM education. So that's why increased demand of the interdisciplinary skill, okay, higher skill profession is expected. So that's why in the STEM education also we should like prepare our student, okay, toward that direction. Okay, so you can see that this is the top 10 skill required, okay, like analytical thinking and innovation, okay, active learning, strategy, complex problem solving, and so on. Okay, if in education you know about all this. In summary, you can see that 4 type of skill is required for the current student, or even for us, okay, to be able to adapt easily to the market. One is about the problem solving. Second is about the self management, and then able to working with people, and also technology use and also development. Okay, so this is 4 type of skill required at this moment. In the degree level, maybe they are hardly for you to link, because currently, of course, they will still link to the teaching and so on. But in some of the country, which is they have a very challenging and also they are very challenging and also advanced market. So sometimes they will prefer postgraduate student rather than degree. So for the degree, they are unable to secure a permanent job immediately after the graduate. But in Malaysia and maybe also surrounding, that is we are considered very fortunate because we able to get our student able to secure a job immediately after they graduate from a degree or or bachelor. Okay, but in overseas sometimes they will like have this program. Okay, they will like, or sometimes they will put longer probation period before they will hire permanently. Okay, and of course this skill you will easily adapt during your postgraduate study, because no matter what, if you're involved in the research, this will be the skill required for you to complete your postgraduate study. So that's why some of the country they also prefer to hire postgraduate student rather than undergraduate student. But in Malaysia, still very fortunate lah. Okay, all our students still able to easily or consider quite easy to get a job lah after they graduate from the university. Okay. Yeah, so you also can divide it to, like, for example, the hard skill. Okay, some of the hard skill like critical thinking, analysis, problem solving, self-management, active learning, and so on. Okay, you can see roughly the percentage, okay, they expected from the hard skill, and also the soft skill, okay, teamwork, communication, time management, and so on. And now university also starting to focus on the soft skill, okay, because from the traditional academic, they will be more focused on the hard skill, the knowledge, okay, but now the knowledge or all this information can be easily obtained, okay, from the available platform. So that's why now they are focused more on the soft skill like teamwork, communication, okay, time management, problem solving, and so on. Okay, and you can see that in comparison, you only require maybe about 40% of hard skill, okay, and people will prefer or more focus on the soft skill, especially when we are looking for a job. That is what employer looking for. Okay, they will more focus on the soft skill. Okay, that's why a lot of universities start to introduce and emphasize more on the soft skill. Okay, so this is one of the chart, very important, saying that, okay, after you graduate, okay, what the market will look for until when your retirement. Okay, you can see that here, the one is considered the most important. Zero is considered the less important. So for formal education, so when you just graduated, so people will look at your degree What is your formal education, SPM, okay, diploma or degree? That is considered quite important. But along the time, after you're working for a few years, okay, people won't look at your formal education that important, okay, that important anymore, okay. But they will look at your career history because at the beginning you have no any career history, but that career history will be slowly increased, okay, when up to one point maybe two to now previously maybe 5 to 10 years now I think 2 to 3 years people won't bother about your formal education that much. They will look at your career history, okay. It will be more and more important until one point it will surpass this formal education, and it will become more and more important. So your career history will be more important than the formal education after a certain point. And you can see that one thing need to emphasize here is the soft skill. You can see that the soft skill will be remain important and it will be increasing. Okay, and your networking also the same networking, friendship, okay, it also will increase slowly. Okay, and one parameter which is always remain important is your personal attitude passion, good attitude, and also the personality. So that is the always most important parameter what the market look for. Okay, yeah. And okay, trend in STEM education, okay, because the market is evolving, so that's why this is what I think quite common for us, like project learning, which we embedded into our teaching nowadays, branded learning, personalized learning, and competency-based education, or this is outcome-based. Sometimes we call it gamification. Maybe this is not it's not that popular yet, okay, and not maybe it's not for tertiary in the STEM, okay, but this one definitely one day it will come, okay. And this is some of the future STEM education emerging technology, okay. So you can see that the AR, VR, 3D printing, robotic automation, AI, machine learning, okay, digital twins. This is like a simulation in 3D lah, okay, the metaverse, Internet of Things, big data analytics, okay, blockchain technology, okay, gamification and chatbot lah, okay. This is very popular nowadays, and this is some of the future STEM education, okay, we need to look at lah, okay. Of course, in 20th century education, there are a lot of challenges, okay, like for example, decreasing value of formal educations, okay, due to the rise of technology and the failure of traditional school to keep up the changing times. I think this one nowadays, to enter university, okay, or to get a PhD is no more dream for many people, okay. The people rather look at the other side, like money, famous, and so on, rather than the formal education, okay. Of course, the other is the increased cost of the formal education, okay, decreased quality of formal education, and also decreasing accessibility of formal education, because the formal education, because all this technology require cost to support, so that's why it also increase the cost. Okay, this is from the Talent Corp, okay. So they also addressing the challenges we are facing nowadays in Malaysia, the creation of high skill job, okay. Okay, because in Malaysia, I think we have less high skill job, but however, we produce a lot of gadget, and then it will lead to the talent mismatch, okay, and also the skill gap. And industry ready talents, the industry require and what the university produce unable to match, okay. But one facts they put here is like the unemployment rate among young worker is higher in compared to those mid-career period. So meaning that the percentage mostly contribute by those first graduate or graduate within a few years. Those already like in the market for a few years, normally they won't be have a very high unemployment rate in Malaysia. And another is about the workforce retention and so on. Okay, that is what facing in the Malaysia. Of course, if you want to know more, you can always visit this Talent Corp website. And this is some of the McKinsey technology trend outlook in 2022. Okay, this is some of the, like for example, Web3, okay, advanced connectivity and cloud and so on, quantum technology and so on. Okay, this is the future. And if you are in that particular field, maybe you also need to pay some attention on this future, okay, or the trend, okay, in the future. Okay. Yeah. So, and of course, you can see that the 21st century has presented a number of challenges, many which are interconnected and complex in nature. Solving these challenges will require a constant effort from individual, organization, and government around the world. So that's why the United Nations also set this 17 goal to transform our world. So that's why no matter what now, most of our event or even our research grant also need to link to all these SDG. Okay, and of course this is like climate change, globalization, cybersecurity, political instability, aging population, access to education, okay, resources, depression, and then pandemic, and also disaster outbreak. This is some of the popular or the current challenging the human are facing. Okay, that's why they say that crucial for preparing the student to success in rapidly changed world and addressing important global challenges. Okay, so yeah, so from here you can see that it is not the stronger of species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. So in future, what we can see is like two skills needed for the future. First is the adaptability and keep learning. Okay, and second is an emotional intelligence. Okay, that is the two skill needed for the future. Okay, and of course, good thing is about this neuroplasticity and also lifelong learning. Neuroplasticity is saying that our brain, in fact, the ability for our brain to recognize itself, okay, both in structure and how it functions. Okay, of course, they through some of the activity. This is including the learning, okay, paying attention, diet, exercise, and new experience. Of course, there is some negative one. Okay, we will more look for the positive side. Okay, and good news is everybody can do a lifelong learning. So that's why it's important for us to like keep learning. Like for those like study the postgraduate is considered a part of the lifelong learning. Okay, and of course, from this book, first thing first, you were also saying that okay, we all need to know about what is important for us and what is urgent. Okay, of course, in the daily we have a lot of urgent thing, but we need to also know that it is important for us. So we need to know what is important, and by right, we should focus more on the important. Of course, urgent and important, the one we need to solve first. And then after that, we will solve those like important one. The urgent one, but not important, maybe we can solve it later lah. Okay, that also analog maybe to your postgraduate study, health, family relation, financial security, and so on. So we need to balance on the focusing on the urgent and also important thing. Okay, and plan and implement with resources and time for personal development with regular activity and habit lah. Here there's another book, okay, about the power of habit. So we need to build up our habit. Okay, so the science behind about a habit. Okay, one we are in that habit, it will bring a lot of benefit to us. Okay, I think it's almost run out of time. I will quickly finish it. Another book I try to introduce here is about the grit, GRIT. So in this book, okay, it's saying that what we eventually accomplish may depend more on our patience and perseverance rather than our innate talent. So they also give a very simple formula. Okay, if talents plus the effort, we get the skill, and then with the skill plus additional more effort, then we get the achievement. For us to achieve something, we need to put in effort. Okay, talent is important, but not that important in compare with the effort. So that's why a lot of effort we need to put in to get something achieved. Okay, that is the book. Okay, maybe you can read more about the content of this useful book. Another book is about the adversity content about the AQ lah. Okay, they saying that IQ previously people were taught that IQ the intelligence is the most important for you to success in life, but in fact the AQ is more important than IQ and EQ. Okay, because that will like determine how a people able to like ability of you to deal and overcome the adversity. So that's why high AQ is important. So keep trying. Okay, never give up easily. Okay, this is one of the book. If you are free, you may have a look. Okay, of course, level of education. Okay, keep learning. Okay, at this moment maybe you are learning your degree, master, PhD, that is considered a lower level lah, education for survival and also work. Okay, after that, maybe you need to like learn more, okay, for your career development, and then maybe after that, maybe it's almost you have your career and so on, is almost a retirement, then that will be life of education lah. Okay, here they're saying that education is a lifelong process that extend beyond formal schooling, not only up to PhD when you get a doctor or when we get a professor title lah. Okay, formal education is essential. Learn throughout one life is also crucial for personal growth, career development, and also overall well-being lah. Okay. And okay, last but not least is about this another book, 7 Habits of High Effective People. I believe you all know about it. It lists out the 7 habits. Okay, but more important is about this book is everyone has a unique talent, strength, and also patience that they can use to make a difference in this world. Okay, living a life of purpose require aligning your action with your value of goal. Okay, so important to develop positive habit. Okay, you can learn from this book lah about 7 high effective people habit. Okay, in order to achieve success and personal fulfillment. Okay, so important for personal growth, contribution, and also living in alignment with your value and also purpose. So at the end, you also need to know about the meaning of your life lah. Okay, or in summary, is keep learning. Okay, to learn, to live, to love, and maybe also leave a legacy lah. Okay, that is the meaning of life. Okay, you need to think not only at the moment for a long run. Okay, that's all for my sharing. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sorry, I run out a bit of the time.
Thank you, Doctor, for the sharing. And we open for Q&A. Is there any question or comment from participants? Kita buka sekiranya ada soalan ataupun komen daripada peserta. Okay, kita lihat bahawa penggunaan teknologi sekarang ni agak kian mencabar sekarang ini. Kan? Kita lihat data-data yang ditunjukkan bahawa pekerjaan pun sekarang makin sukar, dan mungkin ini juga menjadi cabaran kepada IPT jugalah, kan? Untuk menghasilkan kurikulum yang yang seiring dengan perkembangan terkini sekarang. Dan sekarang ini pun ada juga pandangan daripada YouTuber, influencer ni menyatakan bahawa tak perlu belajar sampai tinggi, dan sedangkan mereka boleh mengutip duit, mencari duit dengan mudah, dari menggunakan media sosial ini. Ini juga menjadi cabaran kepada kita, kan? Mungkin bagaimana, adakah, mungkin satu pertanyaan pada doktor, adakah universiti memikirkan tentang kurikulum yang boleh di fleksibel untuk program untuk generasi akan datang ni? Saya melihat bahawa makin mencabar sekarang ni.
So memang sekarang institution semua itu kita kena berubah dengan cepat lah. Kita kena terutama kita kena faham apa yang berlaku sekarang. Untuk menukar kurikulum, so biasanya untuk setiap institution dia punya itu standard procedure, because benda ini akan berubah dengan sangat cepat. So yang trend sekarang saya nampak ialah yang traditional punya program market masih boleh terima. Yang macam yang dulu, yang macam bioteknologi, yang nanotek, program-program yang macam gimmick pada suatu masa, dia akan obsolete, dia akan tidak dapat sambutan daripada market sangat-sangat cepat. So that's why at the end people still will go for those traditional. Dalam engineering macam matematik semua itu, saya rasa dia memang ada demand dia. kita kalau boleh kita akan masukkan semua yang current technology trend ini dalam kita punya syllabus rather than kita change satu program. Sebab program itu akan impact sangat-sangat besar. Yang penting sekarang ialah knowledge apa yang kita akan lebih fokus kepada knowledge yang student akan belajar. Dia kena boleh kompetensi lah atau menguasai semua skill yang diperlukan. Itu yang institution kena fokus on lah. And also know about all the latest technology. Yeah. Rather than when the market changing, the institution also keep changing, try to chase them. That will be a very tiring process for all the institution.
Ya. Mungkin ada soalan lagi daripada poster. Mungkin semua dah memikirkan bazar Ramadan mungkin.
Yeah.
Okey, sekali lagi saya ucapkan terima kasih kepada doktor di atas perkongsian yang sangat menarik ni. Mungkin ini juga boleh dikembangkan lagi kan. Perbincangan ini boleh dikembangkan lagi. Mungkin sekiranya ada lagi perbincangan ataupun siri yang akan datang yang mungkin diperluaskan lagi tentang bidang ini, boleh kita bincangkan lagi. Terima kasih. Harap kita dapat berjumpa lagi pada siri akan datang.
Okay.
Dan kita jumpa pada sesi akan datang. Thank you very much. Puan Zurita pun kata good presentation. Dia tengok gambar dia tadi, ada gambar. Puan Zurita tadi tengok ada gambar yang doktor postkan tadi tu. Okay. Okay, kita jumpa lagi. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.